to go back up to Dollar General because the girl didn't put my eyeliner in the bag. She left it on the counter. I didn't leave it on the counter. I put all my stuff up there for her to, put in my bag. And every time I come home, I got to recheck my bags, research through my bags because somebody didn't put my stuff in the bag like they were supposed to. So, yeah, now I have to go back up there. And that's what I'm about to do. It is what it is, They just irritate me because this is not the only time that they forget to put stuff in my bag. I don't have a car to just drive up there and get my stuff, so I'm irritated. Oh, yeah. I can't stand about Dollar General. This is what I can't stand. She said what?
She said she never run it up. That's why I wasn't in your bag.
How I didn't get run up? And it was all my stuff. It was with all my stuff.
It wasn't, ma'am. It was at the bottom of the basket. I noticed it. You had a basket like one of those. I had noticed it, but it's cool. I had just forgot to put it in your bag. It wasn't scanned. I never scanned it. If you have your receipt, it will be on the receipt, but I don't remember scanning it. Okay. You can throw that in there. Okay.
You don't remember scanning it?
No, ma'am.
But it was with all my stuff.
Just go ahead and have them. I'll look it up later and see what happened with it. Okay, 3118. Alrighty, ma'am. Sorry about having a day.
Thank you. You
have a good one. Yeah, it was a mistake. I forgot to hit sign off on there. Don't worry about it, huh? Don't worry about it. I'll figure it out later. We'll take care of it.
So did I pay for it? I don't want to walk out and I didn't pay for it. But it was with all my stuff.
I just hate you had to walk back up.
I know.
So don't worry about
it. It was never with your stuff, though.
It was with my stuff.
It was.
Hold on. Let me take care of it. That's why I said it's okay. You had to walk way back up.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I feel really, really depressed and insecure. Not really feeling as black anymore. I used to, but now I just look depressed. I used to like the color. I need to exercise. I feel like I'm gaining weight. I don't know. I did have Bible study today, though. I don't want to talk too much about that anymore. But it was a nice conversation. It's just, I'm getting tired of it. It's just, I don't know. They're supposed to be coming over Thursday, but I think I might just call it off. I'm making some fries and some sloppy joe. I'm really tired. I've been tired since my son got out of school. And before, I tried to get a nap, but I couldn't take a nap. I felt restless. I haven't spoken to my family in a while. They don't seem to care to call or reach out. So I've been thinking about that as well. The people that I used to talk to went ghost, and they're not talking to me, really. So I'm just lonely. Really, really lonely. Now, this is depression. I know this feeling. This feeling right here is actual depression. Maybe if I exercise, that'll help me feel a little bit better about myself. Last time I was told I was gaining weight, I was like, I shook it off and was like, oh well, it's wintertime. You're going to gain weight in the winter.
And now I'm actually feeling some type of way about it. I have so many negative thoughts going on in my mind right now. Every time I try to feel better, here comes another negative thought. But yeah, I'm making my son some homemade fries. I was pointing out the fact that they actually look like Arby fries. And they are done.
My phone is about to die soon. I'm gonna show off my hair a little bit. I got it under this thing. Which I really don't like it, honestly. I feel like I wanna go get some braids. Put it in my head. I got the middle. The middle is braided. And then the side is out. It was like I would just wear it like this. Put it back like this. Yeah, it's really dark right now. I kind of wanted to talk about the testimony that one of the ladies in Bible study gave. She was basically talking about how money had had made a huge impact on her life, and that she was at this point where she had no money and she had to make the specific payment or something, and she didn't have the money, but the money wound up coming through all of a sudden. Like, she got this letter in the mail of her daughter's income tax for something. So she made this her daughter's income tax for something had finally came through, and it was the exact amount of the payment that she had to make. And she was basically, telling me how money, having faith in money, sowing and reaping from money. Like, I already know what it used to be like, sowing and reaping, sowing and reaping. Like, you would sow money, sow cash, so that you would reap from that cash. But this is her testimony, and it's a lot of people that has the same testimony about what money means to them, and how out of nowhere, boom, I got this, I got that. She was crying, and she was really affectionate. She was really feeling some type of way about it. I'm not knocking her or anything, but it's not the first time I heard. As soon as she brought that up, it's just like, even though her experience is different, but it's a lot of people that go on the commercials and be like, I received this, I received that, and it's been a lot of experiences of mine that I was scammed here and I was scammed there. What about the scams though? There's been a lot of times where money just it's an ugly thing, and it's not something you should put your faith in at all. Um, Money can make you and turn you into a monster. Money can turn you into someone that you just don't recognize, and it has that advantage over you, honestly. I'm pretty sure a lot of people experience this, but they probably aren't aware of what's going on or what's happening. They're just going with the flow because obviously they were never intuitive or self-aware to the point where they can recognize this. But I've recognized it. I've been through it, and obviously a lot of people was just like, obviously a lot of people just aren't conscious, or something, because they don't notice anything wrong with it. Another thing I want to talk about is how she spoke about, yeah, it's been times where my kids were never sick. She said she was basically talking about her kids were never sick, and she felt like her sewing money is the reason. And I'm like, it's a lot of people that just get a lot of luck out of this. And it's a lot of people that just, you receive a lot of abundance. A lot of people who already has the means, they receive help in those areas. But to believe in money so much, maybe it's the fact that you sold your soul. You sold your soul because you believe in this money. You believe that. You believe your faith is in money. So I had to go get my light. Have you ever seen Ghost Rider? Ghost Rider was one of my favorite movies. Ghost Rider, it was basically about this guy who sold his soul so that his dad could live longer. The fact that he sold his soul, he was, he lived, he never got sick. He was, well. His dad became well, but eventually he passed. He had to continue to ride his bike. Selling his soul meant that he had to ride his bike and keep doing this over and over and over again. Keep making money from riding his bike. I heard a knock. I guess that was something. But he became famous, and he didn't have to worry for nothing, and that's what working for the devil is. You sell your soul, and once you sell your soul, you have nothing to worry about but the fact that you have to continue living and doing exactly as the devil wants you to, for however long the devil wants you. It's like being senseless, and that's how he was. He was senseless. Like, he used to have a girlfriend, and this girlfriend, they was planning on running away together because they were so in love with each other. But the fact that he sold his soul, they met at the tree where they said that they would run away together, and he showed up. He looked over at her, but then he continued driving. He was senseless. He didn't have that love in him anymore. He didn't have that affection in him anymore. And it broke her heart. And then later on, they found each other again, and he just, he kind of understood what was going on with him, and he was snapping out of it just because she showed up. He was an amazing motorcycle rider. He was amazing, and he had a lot of potential, and that's why the devil came after him in the first place. So yeah, she wound up popping back up as a news journalist, and it just basically just made him remember everything. He started remembering, and eventually he defeated the devil in the end. He burned the contract of him selling his soul, and he was back living his life the way he wanted to. But yeah, that's what selling your soul is. But that's a good movie. I just wanted to add that in there. But yeah, that's kind of what I got an idea of what she said. Her kids was never getting sick and this and that. Yeah, as long as you continue putting your faith into the wrong things, the devil can make promises that looks quite like God's blessing. you will, it's not God's promise, but the devil makes it seem as though it is God's promise. When in fact it's just the devil getting his way with you. So yeah. And that's what, if you don't ever get sick and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure your soul is gone. And I just couldn't help but remember how much of a horrible thing it is, for, my mom, like I said, my mom used to be into the church and ministries and serving and stuff like that. And it wasn't something to be proud of, It wasn't something that brought her anything but a headache, It's just, that's just what it is. That's what it is. If this is a proud moment for you, don't take this as me mocking you, or it's just my truth, and it's my testimony as well as yours, Money wasn't a thing, and it affected our family in ways that sometimes you just can't come back from, and a lot of people can get to your head about money and this and that and what money can do, and putting your faith into money to where you lose yourself completely, you lose your faith, and you kind of just, you're planting these seeds of money, with that basket come around and you drop in $5, $10, and then, they get you to the point where it's $100, $200, I'm selling $300, expecting, sitting around waiting to see something miraculous, waiting for something to happen, waiting for, it's like a lottery ticket, kind of like a lottery ticket, You're putting your hope into the wrong things, to hopeless places, You're betting on this to change your life. You're going out and you want to see signs after what happened that you sold your money. You're trying to reap the fruit and the benefit of this, how this dollar bill can change your life. I've sold seeds. They got into me to the point where, I'm going to try it. It seems magical. Looking at the TV and they talking about, oh, you can sow this for this and receive this. Yeah. They got to me. And I put my money in the basket a few times. Nothing changed. I had everything I wanted, I had everything I needed, but I just did it. I did it, I did it just to do it. Because my faith was much more than that dollar bill in that basket. And everybody who actually believes that this dollar bill will change something and have some type of change in life. Make some type of impact or some magical, spontaneous event, or I sold this dollar bill and I get $100 bills, or I get 1,000. I was already seeing amazing things happening in my life before I decided to put $1 into that basket. My life was already amazing just by my faith alone, just by me alone. Me and my faith in God, that's all I needed. I was receiving $1. I was receiving money. I was receiving extra hours. I was receiving understanding. People being understanding with me if I couldn't make it into work. More hours. I was working day and night, and I received what I needed, what I wanted, actually, more than what I wanted or needed. But that's because I feel like, I always had God with me. I didn't steal anything, but I always had these opportunities. I was in a different place than where I am now, obviously, but yeah. But like I said, it's not a good thing. Um, money isn't a good thing. It's just something that makes the world go round. And, you know, it's that, that's just what it is. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. And I am out.